friends, Running Kimono here. So we have a little bit of midweek magic, some freebies over at Walgreens, and cheap Shea Moisture products. And over at Meijer, more freebies and more cheapies if you can line up the deal exactly how I'm going to describe it. And I know there's a lot of Midwest shoppers here that love the Meijer deals. If you could do me a huge kindness though before we start talking about the deals, if you can please give this video a big enthusiastic thumbs up. I would be so grateful if you could take a second and like the video. It would really help my channel out. Okay, so the first store that we're at is everybody's favorite, and that is Walgreens. So you're going to be doing these next couple deals in store specifically because we're working with Register Rewards. We're going to be looking for one of these Super Flosses and one of these $4 fancy Crest Pro Health toothpaste. So they are $4 a pop, and they're part of the promotion that when you buy two, you get back a $4 register reward. And here's the tag, guys, $4 register reward when you purchase two. You can always open up the app and see what is and is not attaching. We have a $2 attaching for that floss and a $2 attaching for the paste. So that's why we're kind of grabbing that weird floss for this one. So two of those dental care products, that's $8. Subtracting $4 in digital manufacturers, you're going to pay $4. Get back a $4 register reward, making it free. And it is okay to use Walgreens cash if you're doing this deal with no booster. So just an easy, straightforward little freebie. Okay, so the next two deals that we're going to look at is with the Shea Moisture bar soap and the Shea Moisture body wash. $10 reward when you purchase $20 worth, and we are going to achieve that in this video. Where's this stuff found in the store? Awesome question. They have like a boutique area of all their fancy bathing stuff, and that's where you're going to find it. You will not find it with the regular body wash stuff in that regular aisle. You're going to find it with this fancy stuff where that arrow is, so you might have to root around and look, but most stores have both of these items stocked. It's just in a different area because I think this is kind of like a fancier line, so that's why. If you go over to your Fetch Rewards account, there are various rebates. I unfortunately only have the 1,000 points per, but you might have a 4,000 point in this one, and they're stacking. So double, triple check that you have it. But here it is. So the first one we're going to talk about is the bar soap. Okay, so you're going to grab three of these Shea Moisture bar soaps at $7 a pop. That's $21. If you might have this, which is a $2 off, make sure you have it loaded. We have another $5 coupon, but it's not attaching. Only this one is. So grabbing three of these, and remember we're doing this in store, that's $21. Subtracting your $2 digital, you'll pay $19. Get back a $10 register reward for spending $20. And then there's a $3 and then a $4.50 rebate with Fetch. If you have both, that's $7.50 back. It makes it $1.50 for the 3 or 50 cents per bar soap. And if you're doing this with no booster, yes, you can use Walgreens cash to pay down the balance. And double, triple check your IBOTTA if a rebate might pop up, or hang on to the receipt for up to a week. Because if a rebate shows up for bar soap, possibly you can get a little bit more money. These body washes that seem absolutely glorious, they are $12 this week and on the same promotion as well. And we have a $5 digital that is attaching to these beautiful body washes. So load your friend, the 5 off of 1, and also hang on to your receipt because in case an Ibotta rebate presents itself, you know, you'll be in for that one. So here it is, two of these for $24. They're $12 a pop. Subtracting that $5 digital, you're going to pay $19. Get back a $10 register reward and only 2,000 points back from Fetch. So it makes it 7 for 2 or $3.50 per body wash. And it is okay to use Walgreens cash if you're doing this deal with no booster. I have been very curious about this specific body wash. So how fantastic is it that they're giving us a deal on this week? Now, I made a video yesterday about paper, and this is one deal that I actually did participate in to get these really inexpensive Walgreens paper products because I really want to build my stockpile with some paper in the next couple of weeks, and just everything happening in the world. I think this is a smart buy. So what I did was I did this curbside, meaning I ordered this through my cell phone. I threw 4 of them into a basket for exactly $20, and we have like a stacking booster with a Walgreens coupon. So it is really fantastic. Sorry, a stacking coupon code with the Walgreens coupon. So just to show you, we have the $1.50 Walgreens coupon, plus you can use the code WAG20 for an additional 20% off of this purchase. So that is really big. And then just to show you $6 with that $1.50 coupon coming off. So $1.50 times 4, that's how the math is shaking out there. And then WAG20 taking an additional $2.80. So that's why it's more advantageous to do this for a curbside to get that almost $3 off. I mean, that's what it's totally about. And then just to show you $20, $8.80 melting off. I used $10 in Walgreens cash, paid $1.87. I hoofed it to the store right away so my paper products wouldn't be taking up half of their curbside area, and I was just so delighted to get like all this paper products. Even though I used $10 in Walgreens cash, I don't care. It's still really fantastic. If you're going to try and do some deals in store, remember for the larger, bulkier 16 count of the Angel Soft, sometimes it's impossible to put it all in that paper aisle. So they have these little middle areas where they just stage the paper, or they'll have it at the front. So you might have to look around for them or ask an employee for help. But I saw it staged this way at the store, and I'm like, yeah, that's really smart. And they have so many of those 16 counters. I wanted them all. Okay, the last store that we are at is Meijer, and this is a grocery store here in the Midwest only. So if you do not have this store, maybe just Google. It's not like Kroger where you can go to a sister store. There is no sister store to Meijer, but I know a lot of you have a Meijer. So I have one account that every month I get those little freebies, and then this appeared, which is a 5 off of anything. It just can't be clearance. Some of my friends got up to a $10 off. So you might want to check your accounts if you might have this, because we're going to throw this into a deal. Now the first item is a total freebie. It's this whole body deodorant cream by Shea Moisture. We have a $5 digital, essentially making it completely free. It was in the clearance section for $2.48, and after the digital coupon, there is no overage at Meijer. They outlawed that years ago, but it just made it completely free. I recommend you open up your shop and scan the item in the store to see how it's shaking out with the digital coupon, because it's the easiest way to see what coupons are attaching or not. So that's how I use my shop and scan. We also have a very high value digital $2 coupon on this Dawn Power Suds, a new product. So subtracting that $2 coupon to this product is $3.19. Another product is this Mr. Clean, and this is where it gets really weird. This is supposed to be at the register $5.99, but if you do it through the shop and scan, this is actually scanning for $4.29. Subtracting that $2 coupon, $2.29. So this is the time where you're going to have to try and use your shop and scan for this transaction. It's super easy to use in store, and this is the UPC, and this one was ringing up like a weird price. Should have been $5.99, but with the shop and scan, it was $4.29, and with that $2 digital, it's $2.29. So yeah, it's quite fantastic. And then just to show you a screenshot of the shop and scan, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are like, I don't believe what you're saying. Here it is, $4.29 instead of $5.99, which is the sales price this week. All right, guys, so I'm just going to show you what I did. I used the Meijer shop and scan. So one of those Dawn Sudsies for $5.19, a Mr. Clean for $4.29. If you ring that up at the register, it'll be $5.99, but with the shop and scan, it's $4.29. And the Shea Moisture deodorant for $2.48. The total is $11.96. That $5 weird store coupon is coming off. Alternatively, if you might have a $5 reward to throw in, or bottle deposits, whatever, make it so. And then $6.48 in digitals, the $5 for the deodorant, the $2 for the Dawn, and the $2 for the Mr. Clean. I paid 48 cents for my basket. And let's not forget, for the Mr. Clean, if you can track out that exact one with shop and scan, it's $4.29. If you just ring it up at the register, it's $5.99, which is a $1.70 difference. So be smart out there. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.